What's up everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we're out here with Toyota getting to check out their lineup here with some off-road vehicles. We have a few of the TRD Pros. We even have a Rav4 too that we're going to take around this off-road park and really see how well Toyota has designed their vehicles to go off the pavement.
So we're gonna start with the TRD Pro and then get into the Rav4, which will be interesting. It's an off-road version with a hybrid engine, and then play with a few other Pro models. But let's see what the big boy can do. With this suspension, even just right now, we're kind of cruising on a dirt trail. It's really smooth. You don't notice that you are hitting the bumps and things like that.
We're going 15 miles an hour on a dirt road.
Yeah, so you can tell how smooth everything drives. And this one does have tow mirrors, so we are gonna pull them in because they are massive. If you're not towing with this, you probably
you might not need those mirrors, but
we are hitting the dirt now.
Here we go.
So this is also the iForce Max, so we had that hybrid powertrain. The thing that I like the most about off-roading in a hybrid, this is now the second time or third time actually off-roading a hybrid, you get that battery and electronic assist.
Which is so cool, instant torque basically.
Exactly, yeah. You don't have to like build all this boost and torque converter pressure. Do I need to be, let's see. So our camera system too, which is really cool to see. That's a nice aid. But for being a big truck, just the way it drives when you are just doing some little things. We got a little creek crossing.
Here, let me get out, because last time the clearance is a little bit low. And the camera system is really cool. I do wish it had cameras underneath it because you would be able to see just a little bit more. Well, let's head through obstacle number 1. I'd say we have a good bit of ground clearance, as you can tell. And then slow down right there so I can get behind you now. And we can see the back bumper here. Go ahead. And I mean, we got a good bit of clearance there as we start to crawl up this hill now.
So that's crawl control right now.
Right now?
I'm in the highest setting, not touching the foot or my foot on the brake.
Okay.
This is mid.
Yeah. So you can still go up to high setting.
So right now, low 2 right now.
Yep.
Keep in mind, remember Toyota said crawl control is quieter?
Oh yeah, is it? This is
anything?
This is a 2024 TRD Pro as well.
So crawl control is kind of just crawling up the hill.
Yeah. Was that back out of crawl?
That's the highest setting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And so here's another nice part of the trail where you can see just how big the truck is getting close to that log in the back. You got plenty of clearance still underneath. Yeah. Go a little bit more passenger. Yeah.
Suspension is so smooth.
Yeah, I know. And this is a pretty narrow part of the trail too. Yep, nice and straight. I mean, it's doing things like this well.
I think my favorite part so far, given the hybrid power plant, you don't have to build all that boost and that pressure in the torque converter to just like crawl.
Yeah,
you know?
it makes it very, very smooth, which is nice because you don't have to like punch it like you said.
Yeah, I can just enjoy off-roading and enjoy steering and just kind of doing the lines without trying to floor it and like spin the tires.
Yeah.
All right, so some of the features in the TRD Pro Tundra. So down here we have like drive modes. If you tap the DAC crawl, it pops up on the screen and you can see all the different settings. So right now it's in mid. If I crank it all the way up to high 2, now the car obviously is gonna do a lot of the work. And you can see those cameras, but now it's doing the throttle to slowly crawl up the hill at a pretty good speed. We're getting up to 4 miles an hour. But then if I want to slow it down, I can literally use my hand on here, slow it down. You probably can hear it slow down quite a lot. Now we're crawling at 2. So I like how there's a mid, there's 2 highs and 2 lows to really just like use it. So I like that a lot. Of course, you don't always have to use it. You can take some manual control.
We have one more test we're going to do in almost all of the vehicles, I think.
Sport mode,
Sport mode, 4 high. Here we go. That is 25 miles an hour?
Yeah, so now using this as like a Baja truck on the longer section, the suspension handles it, the brakes work when you need to slow down, and the steering and everything. There's so much power and torque with the twin turbo and the hybrid.
Not bad.
I mean, this is a Baja truck too, and a rock crawler, and a workhorse, and a family truck.
I mean, it's an all-in-one.
It really is. And yeah, that suspension is so
Not bad for going 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, this thing is fun. All right, on to the Sequoia TRD Pro. This one has the sick
Check this
interior.
out. Yeah.
Red
White with
definitely
the red seats.
looks really cool. But this should be pretty much the same as the Tundra that we were just in.
Maybe a little bit different departure angle. The first part of the course now, I already went ahead and put this into 4 low, just because we're coming up to that same very low dip in the ground. Now, on the fly, let's put it into crawl control, and we'll go down to the mid-range. Actually, let's go to high 1, just because low seems to be like really crawling on rocks and things like that. If you're on an open trail like this, you can actually go pretty fast.
So just normal 4 low, just kind of walking through it, no big deal.
How's that back?
Not even an issue.
Yeah.
And then same tech, you can just crawl right back up the hill.
Put it into the high. Yeah, so this is foot off the gas. It's pretty crazy though to off-road your $75,000 family 3-row SUV.
You didn't hear him. Pretty crazy to off-road your $70,000 family SUV. Sounds good too. But
Back to the high 1.
really nothing. It's pretty easy to do this in this truck. And then now, as we make our way up the steeper parts of the hill, that thing looks good in the woods, I can tell you that.
I can definitely tell though crawl is quieter, like you said.
Oh yeah, crawl control used to be very noisy. Now it's just normal. And you can enjoy that TRD exhaust. All right, so back onto this tighter section. This should be a little bit shorter than the Tundra was. Look at that front end. Yeah, it's got good overhangs and all that.
Yeah, it looks more probably steeper from inside than it does where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, and like a cakewalk, nothing. I mean, it doesn't look crazy on camera, but that's a pretty good uphill. All right, so now we are going to do sport mode in the Sequoia. See how well this thing does in Baja mode, basically.
Here we go. Dude, not bad.
Once again, nice and smooth. Oh, you knocked my camera off. There we go. Yeah, aggressive enough to knock the camera off the gimbal.
But not bad. You could go down a nice gravel road at normal rural speeds
Yeah.
and be okay.
Toyota's doing something with the suspension, so we can go fast and we can go slow.
So vehicle number 3 for the day is the all-new Rav4 Woodland edition. Basically, it has a little bit more of an aggressive tire, which gives it a little bit of a lift. And we have, what kind of modes?
Well, this is a hybrid actually, so we do have EV mode, which is kind of neat. But basically you have a trail mode. You can toggle that on and off. It is an all-wheel drive vehicle, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
And then there's just a normal mode. So keeping it in trail mode, and then we can put it in manual mode as well to kind of keep it in first gear.
Yeah, so not really the most off-road focused family style SUV, but the fact that Toyota has built it to do this stuff, that's pretty impressive.
It's so quiet.
I know, right? It's cool to off-road EVs because they're quiet and they give you all that torque instantly.
Yeah, like right there, getting out of the hole.
Yeah. And now the engine just kicked on, as you heard, because we got a little bit of an incline. It's about 15 degrees or so.
What I'm surprised with so far is, once again, the suspension is so smooth.
Yeah.
Like, this is an off-roady, you know, kind of smaller crossover, and yet the suspension totally can handle not beating you up.
Right.
Which is kind of nice. And then the slow speed driving.
You're an EV now. Until it, there we go. Yeah, for the steep incline here. Yeah, this will be interesting.
Ground clearance is probably going to be very close.
Yep, so just take it nice and easy. You're right there. If you didn't hit that rock, you would be scraping a little bit.
But the fact that this is bone stock.
Yeah, hold on a sec, hold on. Oh, you just missed it. Yeah, how low that is.
Definitely smaller than the Sequoia through here.
Yeah.
But it feels like I'm just kind of passing through some rocks.
It's so quiet too in the EV setting.
So then now, as we're going through some S's with the trees, obviously such a small platform, it's a lot easier. But the suspension does good, the power's good. This is a little steep, we'll slow it down just a tad. This is like, I don't know how you could describe it. It's a pretty good adventurous crossover that's super efficient, super practical, relatively affordable. I've always kind of liked the Rav4 in the back of my head as like a good normal crossover. And this one with the off-road capabilities, it's not just as fancy tires. It can actually do stuff pretty well.
Yeah.
You can see that hybrid system there.
It would be cool to see a mini lift on it. I can't remember if the Adventure model had a lift or not.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about, I don't really know all the trim levels, but
yeah,
this feels at home.
Oh gosh, woo, camera.
And even picking up the speed as we go through this.
Oh, we lost the camera. There we go.
Yeah, this is actually fun to hit the trails with. Something that you can take on an adventure. And you got some power. That electric motor, man, just kicks in. But this doesn't feel like I am hitting all these bumps. Yeah, this thing is pretty cool.
Rallying the Rav4.
Honestly, this feels like a little rally car. Like, I just want to like go as fast as I can.
So last test, we're gonna get this up on 3 wheels. You're good. You might have to go a little more passenger. It's gonna happen like right there. There we go. Give it some more gas.
There we go.
There we go. But it did it. It's so capable.
Not your typical small size crossover. All right, on to the 4Runner TRD Pro. This is a 2023, obviously, since we haven't seen a new one yet, but this is kind of the tried and true old school Toyota. Not even remotely an issue.
What was that?
Nothing. I mean, the 4Runner, old school, tried and true, like I said, I mean, this is absolutely at home. This is probably the most capable vehicle here, just given its platform. Old school V6. We got that solid axle and everything. And we're gonna go on the road less travel, off the beaten path. And get a little stuck, but unstuck because it's a 4Runner. You don't get stuck if you're in a 4Runner. Yeah, TRD Pro 4Runner. Not exactly gonna have an issue anywhere. All right, on to the rocks and everything. We have a lot of ground clearance.
I'll take it slower just for fun.
And yeah.
Maybe go out this way a little bit.
Yeah, not too bad. You're good. You got like 6 or 7 inches.
A little bit of a harder-ish line.
Yeah, we got some articulation going.
Just to test it out.
And cakewalk. I'm excited. This definitely makes me excited for the new one.
Yeah.
Which again, there's nothing released on a new 4Runner. I would assume 2025 we're gonna see the newest version, but even rocking in the 2023, it's just old school and it's just like so good.
It's something we've wanted to do for a while because our dad owns this 5th generation 4Runner, but he doesn't go off-road. So we've never really tested, yeah, it's his daily. We've never really tested a 4Runner off-road.
Yeah.
And it seems just at home as my Tacoma does.
Yeah, these are just nothing for this thing.
I like, it's obviously way smaller than the Sequoia, so it's a little bit more trail friendly, which is nice.
Yeah, you can navigate these trees. Hopefully you can tell the elevation change from that. You can definitely tell that even on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what the new Land Cruiser would probably feel like.
This is fun.
And then this, you can really baja.
How's this feel compared to the Rav4? It feels like...
It definitely feels more at home. I mean, the Rav4, keep in mind, is a small crossover city type of SUV. You can tell this is rugged body on frame, like whole different class, obviously, but yeah, this thing is awesome.
I've never felt so confident in going at a good rate of speed off-road.
Yeah.
This thing is so pretty, I don't know, it's really good.
It just feels at home.
It just feels at home, yeah.
Even in like kind of like the Baja settings, just kind of getting on it. Man, the suspension, this should have Fox suspension, I think.
Can we hold a drink and not let it spill? Like,
probably.
Look at that. There's not much moving.
Yeah, it's so planted through the woods. All right, so that wraps it up. Taking some awesome TRD Pros off-road. Of course, we knew those things were gonna be pretty awesome on this course.
And we even have the smaller brother, the Woodlands Rav4. Toyota's logo is Let's Go Places. They're even giving you the smaller size SUV platform to be able to do roads like this, conditions like this, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, in a world full of more boring cars, Toyota's giving you fun cars, and the fact that so many of them are so capable to get out and do something different, I think that is a pretty big plus.
Yeah.
But I think that is going to wrap it up. We have more videos coming on this event, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for plenty more content, and we will see you all in the next video.